What's up, Grizz Nation? It is another game day update. Tonight is game 5 between the Grizzlies and the Warriors. So I thought of no one better to bring on to talk about what the Grizzlies need to do than Kendrick Perkins. Perk, we don't want to end the series tonight. What do we got to do?
Well, one, play the way that they played in game 4. And when I say that, I'm talking about the effort, competing, the way that they were communicating on switches, things to that nature. But the second thing is they have to play with an IQ, a high IQ. I mean, those mental breakdowns on the offensive end, the not moving of the ball to try to play the playing hero balls type play, they can't do that against the Golden State Warriors. And I think, if they go back and watch film, it was probably so many times where they were saying, that's my bad. You have to take away my bads when you're playing against the Golden State Warriors. Because think about this, if 8 players are in the rotation for the Memphis Grizzlies and everyone have a my bad, all of a sudden that my bad could cost you 2 points or a possession, and you could lose by 2 points and just take away those my faults. You can't have those against the Golden State Warriors.
Well, especially now, of course, Ja is out or doubtful, I guess, for the rest of the postseason. He's out tonight. He was averaging just in those 3 games he played against the Warriors, 38, 6, and 7, like disgusting numbers. So when you talk about cutting down mistakes, my bads, you're also having to make up 40 points a game.
Mm-hmm. But you do it collectively. So don't you got to trust your teammates, right? This is why it's a team game. And I was like a part of a situation, not like with the Grizzlies, but with the Celtics when I played and we lost Kevin Garnett. And we was like, well, how can we make up 20 and 10? Well, we can't make up for what KG bring to the table. But between myself, Big Baby Davis, and Brian Scalabrine, like we did it collectively. And I just think, you have Jaren Jackson Jr., a guy that's capable of going for 25 or 30. Tyus Jones, in my opinion, who has been the best backup PG in the NBA. Kyle Anderson, slow-mo. You could add all that together, but just do it as a team. So when you see like you don't have driving gaps or you're trying to play, trying to get into your bag, this is not the time. Simple play, simple action, trust your teammates, pass up good shots to get great shots, and I think they'll be fine. And they're at home.
Yeah, and the home crowd in Memphis has been very fun, very loud. Let me ask you this. The one thing that the Grizzlies, I think, try and capitalize moving forward is their size advantage. For most of the series been, how do we match up with the Warriors? How do we match up, or even with Minnesota, how do we match up with Cat? How do we match up with Steph? And now they've injected Steven Adams back into the lineup. They're like, okay, let's make them match up with us. Now they've got Slow-Mo, they've got Jaren, they've got Steven, all these bigs that, Kevon Looney plays some minutes, but Draymond has even said there's no one to stop Jaren if he goes off. How do you actually take advantage of that?
You know what? I think you have to slow the game down, and you actually got to impose your will on the inside and beat them up. You got to play physical with the Warriors. And when I say that, I'm not saying Jaren Jackson shouldn't, shoot 3-point shots because, for his size and him being versatile, and that's what makes him special, is his ability to stretch the floor. But if you get a chance to post him, get him deep paint touches and things to that nature and beat them up in the inside, that's a plus. And then you throw Big Kiwi, Big Steven Adams in there. He's offensive rebound and he's down there mixing it up. And all of a sudden now you look at Draymond Green and he done battled with 2 of those big guys for the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Hopefully you could get them in foul troubles. Secondly, hopefully you could wear them down. So I'm just looking at the Memphis Grizzlies. I love this team. I love their tenacity, but they just got to figure out a way to make the team play to their advantage.
Mm-hmm. And we talked a lot about the Grizzlies. I'm going to ask you about one more player that is the topic of conversation, Dillon Brooks.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to say something to you. I went on television yesterday and I wanted to rip Dillon Brooks to threads. And then I thought about it, right? I thought about what he actually bring to the table and not what he did wrong in game 4. And I thought he did an excellent job of picking up full court, fighting over screens, being a pest. He actually had 8 or 9 assists. And I don't believe that he'll have another horrible shooting night like he did. I think he do have to get better for his shot selection. But I will say this, Dylan Brooks brings a certain type of tenacity to the game that we all need to appreciate. And during the time throughout the course of the game, look, I was emotional. I'm a Memphis fan. I've been rocking with the dark side all season long. And so when you're watching the game and you're on social media and I'm tweeting, I'm kind of in my feelings. But then when I wake up the next morning and I think about it, and I think about it from a player aspect, his heart is in the right place. You know what I mean? And he wants to win. He's the ultimate competitor. And so what if he missed a few shots? And if his teammates is rocking with him, his coach is rocking with him, then we got to make sure that we rock with him and the fan base stick with him because, you know, he has been part of this whole culture and why the Memphis Grizzlies are who they are today.
Mm-hmm. That's so well said. And I have been preaching that all season long. So it feels good to hear you say that.
Yeah, I was just in my feelings a little bit about the game, but it's okay because they should have won it. They should have won the game.
They were winning by 47 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they got another opportunity tonight. Here's my last question for you. If you had to pick one like stat, you can choose like win the rebounding battle, win points in paint, or a player, what would be like your X factor? If the Grizzlies do this, they have a chance to win.
If the Grizzlies don't have careless turnovers, they have a chance to win. Careless turnovers, meaning if you're fighting on the defensive end for 24 seconds and people want to say, oh, Golden State just shot the ball terrible. No, the Memphis Grizzlies actually were making them miss shots. So when you play defense like that and you getting stops against this team, at least get a good shot at the basket. Not those careless turnovers, the ones that you could take away. You know, those things. Take care of the ball. If they could do that tonight, I think they have a good shot of actually winning this game.
There we go. Simple as that. Be smart with the ball. Take care of it. Treat that ball like gold. That's what we've been saying all season long. Kendrick Perkins, thank you so much for your time today. Hopefully we get some like positive Game 6 tweets from you after the game, right?
Yeah, I will. I'll be more positive.
All right. And Grizzlies fans, remember, the tip-off is at 8:30 tonight. So stay up late, get to the arena early if you're coming. And after the game, make sure you tune into Valley Sports Southeast.